Assalamualaikum. Today our group will present to you about chicken slaughtering performed by machine in Islamic perspective. So this is my group members, Syifaa, Afifah, Hajar, Amirah and me, Salwa.
First of all, I want to introduce the introduction of chicken slaughtering performed by machine in Islamic perspective. The increase in world population as well as changes in lifestyle and diet have created the need for more chicken production to meet needs of consumers. Therefore, it demands the production of products in large quantities with better methods. In that effort, the development of science and technology as well as the existence of cost efficiency factors led to the introduction of mechanical knives in the poultry slaughter industry. However, from the point of view of fiqh, there are differences of opinion among Islamic scholars regarding the necessity of its use. There are opinions that say it should and vice versa. Next is research objective. The objective of this discussion is to identify that every chicken that has been processed is not adapted to Muslim consumers who want to buy the chicken available in the market. The traces of chicken processing using machines can also be clearly understood to avoid doubt about the legality of slaughtered chicken. Through the discussion, it is hoped that every issue involving chicken processing machines can be resolved and can explain the benefits of using machines during chicken processing. Next is literature review. For the literature review, we have selected 4 articles as the main reference. First, in the article journal entitled Developing Control Points for Halal Slaughtering of Poultry, written by ISH301, J.M. Regenstein, A.S.M. Shahabuddin, and M.T. Rahman, explains about the process of halal slaughtering and water bath stunning in detail. The second article, which is the Electrical Water Bath Stunning for Halal Poultry Meat Production, Animal Welfare Issues, and Compatibility with the Halal Rules, written by Awal Fusaini, Moses T., Steve B. Wharton, Jeff A. Lines, and Toby G. Knowles. It helps the issues part related to the use of appropriate voltage and temperature throughout the slaughtering process. Next, the article that have been our reference is Teknologi Penyembelihan untuk Industri Halal di Malaysia, written by Muhammad Fatih Yusof, Siti Nurul Muhammad, Muizzah Azmi, and Nur Fadila Mat Hanif in the year of 2017. This article is related to the new technologies used in poultry slaughtering methods and an explanation of the steps that need to be done in handling stunning water bath technology and slaughtering operating procedures so that the legality of raw materials such as chicken can meet Sharia guidelines. And the last one is there is an article that have been referred to Muhammad Firdaus Sapian, Muhammad Faizal Ramili, and Muhammad Hafiz Mahyadin entitled Kaedah Penetapan Hukum Sembelihan Haiwan Secara Stunning, Analisis Terhadap Keputusan Muzakarah Jawatan Kuasa Fatwa Majlis Kebangsaan Malaysia. These Islamic perspective are also show that Islamic allowing the changes and the development of the production of halal slaughtering and not strictly prohibited to use other option and remain in traditional method. Based on the result of reading and referencing the article above, it helps to write each section contained in this report. To sum it up, appear the results of research finding that contains 4 contents clearly. For example, the results of discussion and research make part of the chicken slaughtering process using a machine with the production of 2 technological methods, namely water bath stunning process and mechanical knife.
Chicken slaughtering process, before the meat is to be marketed or to be eaten, they have to undergo a slaughtering process. First, catching. The process of catching, when the chicken needs to be caught with care, does not cause injury or death, and placed in a comfortable place as a sign of our kindness to the animals. Second, slaughter process. The slaughterer must be Muslim. 4 veins must be cut, yet in the name of Allah. Must be sick for Allah. Must be done once only to avoid the chicken feeling tormented. The third process is hair removal. After ensuring that the chicken die as a result of slaughter, the process of feather removal is done before the chicken meat is marketed. The chicken will be soaked in hot water of 60 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes to ensure the feather are easy to dead. Method of slaughtering. There are many ways for slaughter, such as traditional slaughter, hanging slaughter, electrical stunning, and mechanical knife method. Okay, first, traditional slaughter, which is slaughter does not involve any machines and only uses human energy. Second, hanging slaughter, which is a method of slaughter by hanging chickens and then slaughtering them. Third, electrical stunning is a slaughtering method that uses electrical energy to weaken the chicken to facilitate the slaughtering process. The electrical energy used does not cause the chicken to die. It must be ensured the chicken die due to slaughter. Fourth, a mechanical knife, which is a slaughterhouse that uses a mechanical knife so that the chickens are easily slaughtered.
My name is Nurul Syifaa Binti Fairul Azuan, so I'm going to present about Islamic perspective on chicken slaughtering performed by machine. So it is divided into two machines. Firstly, water bath standing. Secondly, mechanical knife. Fatwa stated that the chicken slaughtering performed by water bath standing as halal, mubah and allowed, as long as it follows the Islamic law and it depends on the type of the tools and also the effects on its use on the chicken. It is needed to ensure and observe the condition of a chicken, which is it should be in a semi-conscious state and it's still good and fine, so it is considered as halal. The condition of the chicken should be in hayya mustakira or fully alive, and also it is needed to have the Sharia official to ensure the halal and tayyiban of the condition of the chicken. The use of technology is categorized as new al-uruf. Al-uruf is one of the method of usul fiqh and it's allowing technology as people live in a modern life, and it is considered as new al-uruf and it is being the new practices as to meet the consumer's need. The views of Sheikh Wabah Az-Zuhaili, it is allowable to use the water bath stand. It is allowed from the Sharia point of view and there is no obstacle to use any kind of method as long as it does not torture the animal. The Islamic Fiqh Academy categorized the law of the water bath standing as not mubah, as there is the potential of the chicken dying before the real slaughtering process. The laws that use modern slaughtering tools are permissible. It is categorized as halal and allowed from the Sharia point of view. It is halal if the sharpness of the tools are following the guidelines that have been set and it could complete the slaughtering process and it being able to slaughter the throat very well. Sheikh Ahmad Kuti stated the status of the chicken will consider as halal to consume if the mechanical is following the guideline, like the condition of slaughtering such as tasmiyah and the characteristic of the slaughtering tool. Will consider as halal if following the Islamic law. It does not contradict with the conditions stated in Islam. In Qawaid Fiqhiyah, there is the masyaqqah tajlib at-taysir. It is impossible to write tasmiyah on the tool on the chicken for the slaughtering process. It is allowable and halal. This term is the hardship begets facility. If there is the hardship to read tasmiyah, the masyaqqah to ease the process by allowing the tasmiyah before switching on the mechanical knife. Jakir stated that it is needed to perform an intention to Allah before opening the switch of the mechanical knife. This shows that the tasmiyah is still applied and considered as necessary so that the slaughtering process will consider as halal.
Guideline on implementation of chicken slaughtering. Condition in slaughtering using a machine that is mechanical knife. First, must be a Muslim. The operator of the mechanical knife must be a Muslim. Second, intention for the sake of Allah and mention the name of Allah. The Muslim operator who operate the machine should intention for the sake of Allah and mention the name of Allah before open the switch of the mechanical knife, as well as having to observe every animal slaughterer. Third, the sharp knife. The knife used should be sharp and cut the front of the neck as well as the severin of the trachea, esophagus, jugular veins and carotid artery. Then the slaughtered chicken should be left so that its blood flows out as much as possible. 4. The slaughterer must ensure that the slaughterer perform properly. The slaughterer must ensure that the slaughterer perform using the mechanic of the machine is slaughtered properly. Condition of water-based stunning. First, the strength of the electric current must be controlled. This is to avoid killing the animal. Second, should be supervised by certified Muslim staff. Third, equipment used for stunning halal animal should not be used for non-halal animal. The equipment or machine used must be reserved for halal animal only and not mixed with non-halal. Halal certification of chicken slaughterhouse. Halal certification for slaughterhouse is a certificate to certify and confirm the halal of the slaughter product produced. The halal certificate of slaughterhouse is use MS 1500-1009 Halal Food Production, Preparation, Handling and Storage General Guideline Standard. Halal certification of slaughterhouse is divided into 3 categories, namely small, medium and large. 2 certification schemes need to obtain if they want to process product from the slaughter, namely Halal certification for product and Halal certification for slaughterhouse. According to the Malaysia Halal Management System (MHMS), slaughterhouse have a specific requirement for a halal insurance system and an internal halal control system.
To conclude, the use of modern technology in the slaughtering process, such as this stunning method, is allowed as long as it is in line with Islamic law and complies with the concept of halal thayyiban. Through this discussion, the issue of slaughter with this stunning method can be clearly known in the term of its legal setting. Such great benefits can be obtained by practicing stunning concept in slaughter, such as saving time of the slaughter process, softening of chicken meat quality, and speed of slaughtering animals in large quantities.
That's all from us. Thank you.